Is a hospital going out of business ethical? This is going to be a short presentation on hospital ethics. First, let's define ethics. To paraphrase Google, ethics is a set of moral principles that modify hospital activities. This definition defines what ethics do. To take it a step further, the reasons you have ethics are to guide you in decision-making around either the hospital, patients, doctors, and insurance company. That's a mouthful and one of the things that makes hospital ethics a challenge. It appears that ethics does not involve patients since hospital past behavior excluded patients that did not have insurance coverage. That leaves the hospital, doctors, and insurance companies. Hospital ethics can be tested based on behavior. Certainly excluding patients from your care based on not having insurance is a test based on behavior. Nowadays, hospital ethics are tested again because hospital resources are in short supply, leading to hospitals to make decisions on which patients will receive their care and which won't. Hospitals are in an ethical quandary because they must make decisions based on which patients to care for and which patients to leave to their own remedies. Also, I would argue that one important hospital aspect of ethics includes decisions that maintain hospital solvency. Hospitals are designed to efficiently support a somewhat continuous line of patients requiring emergency care and non-emergency care. The emergency care comes through the emergency room. The non-emergency care comes through surgery and other care such as entry points as maternity care. Over time, the needed resources to support these patients has been moderately consistent and optimized. The vast number of sick individuals due to COVID infection has upended this balance. How hospitals compensate for this change to the hospital service requirements puts hospitals in an ethical quandary. When I say be clear about who your patients are, there are many aspects of this. It's not only what level of care they need, but also what level of profit they will bring to the hospital. One of the mistakes hospitals made with this pandemic was that they took their eye off their profit centers. This was probably because one important ethic was not hospital solvency. Hospital ethics, like a lot of goals, not only give you direction, but they also limit you from taking other directions. If hospital solvency was considered a strong ethic, then hospitals would have strongly focused on staying in business. I contend that a hospital in business has much more value than a hospital out of business. Here are two very similar ethical questions that a hospital should have to answer. Given that you have limited bed space, would you give that space to a patient that had the power to stay healthy but didn't, over someone experiencing an emergency? Would you give that limited bed space to a patient that had all the opportunity in the world to not take that bed space versus someone who has extensively delayed elective surgery? Any of these questions should be easy to answer provided you have a strong ethics program. I am Jim Fitzgerald, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, expert on building a production system like Toyota, and an innovation master.